Beautiful people, today we are ranking the best icons in all of FC 25. It's coming in with hot takes, a lot of controversy, plenty of updates, and I need your help in the comments. I'm working on a video with future icons. Who needs to be included? I will include all of your comments in that video. And if we miss players here, there's new updates, SBCs, rollouts. I'll let you know where they should be placed. Speaking of, we have broken, rank 1, foot champs, debatable in the pie. Let us cook, Abilene. She has been so good this year. I don't want to disrespect her, but I know the names that are next up. I know who's coming soon. I see the list. I see the updates. I still can't get her out of rank 1. Just off the GP. Baggio still with some of the silkiest highlight, mixtape, replay, rerun, easy on the eyes, just the Italian, Brazilian, if you will, the foot champs. Nadine, I don't believe in the undersized goalkeepers, and you know my stance. I'm not upset that we're talking about her being a 95 and Buffon still hasn't caught up. Ratings aren't matching up. The priority just doesn't sit well with me. Could there be a bias? Sure! Gareth Bale. No spoilers, but plenty of them. The 92 has been authentic, but the fact that we just got an upgrade with the 94, I have to provide some level of separation. The way I'm seeing this, we're going left back for the weekend. The 92, which most of you completed for rank 1, expensive SBC at the time, and then the 94, if you got the heavy pocketbooks, just stuffing, not Thanksgiving, not Santa Claus Christmas, but stuffing, will go broken. Beckenbauer, welcome back. He also has a few versions, and we should talk about each and every one. The 92 is going to be a puff pass. Wiz Khalifa, no sir. Beckenbauer's 93. I would recommend the SBC. I'm going to give that foot champs, and it makes it where I actually need to move the 90 Gareth Bale up just another notch. He's a little bit better than how that section is already shaping up. Beckenbauer's big boy item is not going to the top of this list. I might even be pushing it at rank 1. I don't love undersized center backs. It's been one position that has been a continued theme in my messaging. It is not shifting today. You want to have some size and presence with how the game works. Barnes, I'm not proud, but he's got to go to the Pine at this point. Dennis Bergkamp, cheap SBC, but probably not getting minutes or burn time. If anything, maybe a little dated. Baresi, you've heard it on record. Some of the items with the Italians, they just seem scrubbed. I don't love it. Cafu is still damn good. And I would put him above Bale if you're looking for a fullback. I'm going to take him up to the top. I'm seeing broken. I'm reiterating broken. I'm banging on windows and I'm breaking them. Georgie Best, still some of the cleanest footwork. And I'm not going to discredit. I have him rank 1 regardless of rating. Do I have a bias? Probably. Fabio Cannavaro, he deserves better. I'm putting him in a debatable. This year's game meta does not suit undersized CBs. Buffon, the MIDI version, don't need him. The goalkeeper, I'm pretty happy with them, but goalkeepers are sort of strange when it comes to preference. I'm just going to toss them into foot champs. Carlos Alberto, he's been good. He's been solid. He had the SBC. Now you would take it to the marketplace. A lot of competition for center backs, even fullbacks. I'm still going to lean him into rank 1, even if I didn't sound that confident as I was maneuvering. Petr Cech could be a theme with the goalkeepers, iconic wise. I just throw him in foot champs and we work from there. There will be no goalkeeper that goes as broken. Oh, Del Piero, the 91. I don't think you can use him. But I've met the man. I've played with him on a football pitch, and I'm going to allow that to get him into a debatable. Ashley Cole, Premier League's best, is smooth for the weekend, though he was an overpriced SBC, so I'm not sure that many people completed him, and there are so many options that are similar level, if not better, in a similar price point. This is not about value, but that is the observation. Eric Cantona, I'm a major fanboy. Unfortunately, the game is lagging a little behind. If he gets another upgrade, that would be hugs, kisses, lots of love. This is my type of individual. A bit of a mix-up between brawliness and then having the finesse, having the cadence. This Beckham item has been healthy. As EA saw Inter Miami in action, they had to give him something, and the foot birthday is quite official. I'm gonna go broken, but I know there's a category above this. That's all I'm saying. Desai, smooth for the weekend. Brunt, control that back line. Foundational. Samuel Eto'o, I do not like trying to defend this man. What a through ball merchant, turn, burn, quick feed. Everything is real. Stat lines do not lie. You will not be disappointed. And his price has actually came down quite a bit with the market correction. You're getting a good return for what you're spending. Highly dangerous up front. Cruyffy, and he's done a lot. This 88 was in plenty of rotationals. I don't know that you could do it presently, but I still feel that he's balanced enough to go debate. And I can't really get into evos or reinsertions because I know so many of these icons that was a possibility. It's a reality for many of you, but then we start questioning every single permutation or calculation or hypothetical. You could have done this or you did that or you would have done this. I'll give you my recommendation. I just can't play that game. The 96 is blowing the socks off the ordeal. Broken. We'll come back to that. Carlos Puyol. EA's not helping him out. It doesn't make me happy. I'm not proud of that. Bobby Charlton. I rate him. Heavy. Highly regarded. Might have to get out of rank 1, but that's where we're going at the moment. Eusebio is still such a threat, and I feel as if he's a bogey player to me. When I go up against Eusebio, he cooks. Absolute chef. I don't stay in front. He finishes everything. I'm begging. I'm praying. I'm talking to the FIFA or the FC God saying, help me. And my prayers, they're never answered. Casillas, this item. Wow. What a goalkeeper. For so many of you, he's so special that I'm going to lean him up to rank 1. I might have broke my rule. I thought goalkeepers were all going to go in foot champs. I changed my mind. Didier Drogba, another terrifying item. I don't think he's above foot champs currently, but the physicality, the explosiveness, the just raw oomph that he gives you, it's been a good year for him. No denying that. Laurent Blanc for under a milli. I'll take that pickup. 6'4", anticipate aerial, sign the paperwork. Butragueno is so good for me that I can't not have minimum. There's something about his technical and left stick dribbling that is undeniable. It's always been this way. Butragueno, 2 thumbs up from yours truly. King Kenny with the low driven and the finesse shot. That's a combo you don't want to see. Broken. Sol Campbell. And I have not had the rapport, and I typically get on these videos and I'm ready to disrespect, but he's sort of been holding it down to the point that I have to give him rank 1. Hernan Crespo, that's going to be a no-go. Essien this year really hasn't had a turn up. I'd like to think that he'd be fine for the weekend, but if anything, more debatable. Hierro put on for the squad, put on for the team, put on for the culture, but a little dated with the 90 overall. He needs a resurgence. He needs a light touch-up. Rio Ferdinand, who would almost always be battling it out for the best of the best. Again, we've had more upgrades recently that have me not second guessing, but I have to put respect on some of the new players and the improvements that we're seeing and the output that they're having. I'm still struggling with rank 1, but that's where he's at the moment. Foudy, I've used her a lot, maybe because I just wanted some American inclusion. She's more middle of the road, not spending an arm and a leg. But for most of you, we're talking macro. I think debatable is the spot. El Nino, and he's been in the gym. He's beefed up, man, stacked. Looks like he's taking extra protein, plenty of chicken, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe some extracurricular. I'm not going to get into speculation. Foot champs for that item. Garincha, bit of a down year, but the 94, you can't take anything away from him. Very quick with the ins and the outs. If you like a technical, which most of us do, the R1 trigger is one of your best friends. Rank 1 works. Rude, hold it. It's going to take you a good minute, but I would recommend the SBC, especially with the amount of fodderism that you can recreate out of nowhere. Long hair, the gallop, the presence, it's back with this in particular version of Rude Hullet because he hasn't been as influential with some of his other iterations, at least in my humble opinion. Speaking of, the 90 is at best the weekend. At best. Gattuso will be lucky to be an icon next year. EA's just not hooking up the Italians. I'm keeping that messaging the same. Haji, I have him. I upgraded him. I've got some Evos invested. I like him a lot, but the 89 as it stands also unfortunately has to go to the Pine. Miaham's 89 is crushing souls. I am still absolutely fast-paced, in action. The talent pool is wild. Her 94, you already know where I'm heading, what I'm saying. Unbelievable talent. CVG with the upgrade. It's cool for the weekend. Jarzinho, he's kind of losing a little bit of steam, but I'll still put him into the weekend. The 93 Henry, even though he's got the upgrade, still going broken, hands down. The way this man can explode, the step over and go. All he needed to become was actually a pundit. Once he got on TV, and he's talking football, his ratings went way up. And I'm not talking about just TV ratings, but on the virtual pitch. This could end up being a rare occurrence, but I'm putting both Henry's 95-93 broken. That's what I'm doing. It's my video. Roy Keane, no. Can't do it. Pine, Clivert, can't do it. Hernandez, for all the Mexican supporters, what's happening? EA has not given you an upgrade yet. I think the same might go for Hugo. He's on this list somewhere, but there's been no movement. Ronnie, you don't need him. I'll put him into a debatable. Frank Lampard, debatable. Kaká, I'm so happy about this new item. What a guy. What an individual. Ballon d'Or winner. Prime time. This is the upgrade that we were asking for, or that we wanted, and the call has been answered. Miroslav, I have never seen used this year. Henrik Larsson, I think he's on his way out. I would not be surprised if we see a few icons get pushed over or pushed out. Not that they deserve to have that happen. There's no competitive motion. There's no rotational. There's no minutes to be grabbed. There's no PT. Philip Lahm, love the price point on the SBC. The cops are outside. They heard me getting revved up. Don't come to arrest your boy. Laudrup, he's been stellar for the club. And for that bias, I'm putting him in a debatable. Figo, as per usual, the stats are lying. Debatable. Lineker, when I see him in a squad, I think to myself, internally, we are about to steamroll. But on the reverse end, I'm nervous that maybe my opponent knows something I don't. Makalele, he is who you'd expect him to be. That holding mid, run around, you name it. Maldini's 92 is just not it. He only had slide tackle. He's not super physical. He's not the biggest body type. And it makes no sense. He is arguably the greatest center back of all time. And I think most people would co-sign that argument. But for what reason is his 92, his original iteration, so behind the curve, even from the beginning of the game cycle? He wasn't that special. Diego Maradona, the 95, I'm not going to push a big agenda on this. If anything, go after the 96, or if you had the green version that you developed. We all did it. You had to pay for the final portion of the Evo, which I didn't love, but it was a big upgrade. EA was testing the market. I think they succeeded. That's a better version than even the 95, in my opinion. I don't know if that's a hot take. Maldini's 93 is much better than the 92. He now has jockey, still limited on play styles. I'm having a conversation about rank 1-ing. It seems like I've been very hard on the center backs in this go around. I'll put him up to broken just because I love Maldini. Who doesn't? The man made defending look beautiful. Lothar needs an update. Weekend. Miyama, every time I do one of these videos, people jump off the woodwork for her. I get it. The footwork is there. I just have trouble including her into teams and getting real minutes. Real burn. Moeller would complete the SBC. Highly recommended. Trifecta of play styles when it comes to shooting or finishing. You don't see that. Prince, she has been a bit of a wash. We'll go debatable. Bobby Moore will be nice and also debatable. Nesta, another Italian that's not going to go to the weekend. Come on, help us or help them. Pele. Absolutely broken, man. What a player. This new Nedved. I love Nedved. I think for most, he's still going to be debatable. Have to play him central. You can't play him out wide. Pires. At this point of the game, I don't think he's winning matchups, but he has gotten at least some minutes, which is better than what I can say about the Pine. Petit might surprise you as a potential weekend leaguer, but I'm going to go debatable. You're never touching the pitch. Never touching the pitch. Debatable. Puskas can go rank 1. Always a little bit of a notch behind some of the top tier talent, at least with his iconic brethren. Franck Ribéry. Quite fun to use and abuse. Again, out wide, a lot of footwork. Riquelme can't do it. I tried. I have built teams solely around Riquelme because I support the Argentinian. Made the game look just effortless. Doesn't feel that way on the virtual pitch. Raul, big upgrade. Number 9, Heavenly Ways. Rijkaard, still no upgrade. I can't believe I'm saying that. Not a promo, not a new SBC. Gotta be on the way out. Rivaldo is something else. I like broken. As I stated earlier, we'll separate some of the brokenness, but for first response, that's where it has to be. R9, there's only one category. It doesn't matter what version. I've got the baby on here, and I think I took the 96. If you somehow can afford them or make it happen or snipe them off the market, of course, broken will be the only sector that he is allowed to walk through. Ian Rush, no reason to put him into any sort of lineup. Wayne Rooney, I don't know if he's even a guarantee for the weekend. One of Premier League's finest, but I'll still give him foot champs. Ronaldinho, you won't have more fun with another player. He's got those unique looks and animations. You know where you were when you're watching that Barcelona Ronaldinho influence, all the Nike kicks, and what a time for football. Sawa, definitely good enough for the weekend. I don't know if it's a hot take, but I think she should be ranked 1. So many of us have put in work, effort, grind, grit with her leading the center mids. Loda you could take for a weekend, but I don't know if you would. I'm just going to give her debatable. That's what feels right. Hugo Sanchez, still waiting on upgrades. Between the Italians and the Mexicans, you should have real cases to be brought up. Do some detective work with EA. I just realized I might have forgot Pirlo. That was a good one to complete. Would be good enough for the weekend. I hope that I'm not missing anyone else. I just don't see him amongst my choices. This can be the disclaimer. You can throw him on screen somewhere. My apologies. There's a lot of icons. Schmeichel, cool. Weekend goalkeeper, smooth. Roberto Carlos, the free kick mastermind. And I'll tell you, Declan Carlos, we can make a case. That curvature, I didn't know that he had it in him. Paul Scholes can't do it. Schweiny, I'm okay if you go for the weekend. This is the best Alan Shearer we've ever seen, but he's not getting you into some sort of prime positioning. You're not getting more wins using him. It's probably a detriment. It's going to be a challenge. Shevchenko, tough. Kelly Smith, she was good earlier. I don't know about now. Socrates, who I don't think you should take into the weekend right now, unless you did some upgrades or some evos, but he has done so much for the club. He's a legend. Numbers are numbering. Stats are statting. He's one of the all-time goal-scoring leaders for mediocre Cloud FC, and I'm not going to deny him of the weekend league. Stoichkov, didn't love the price, but take him to the weekend. Thuram, he could be your new fullback. That's why it's been difficult for fullbacks and center backs in particular to get into the broken stage or status because the attackers are taking all the attention. Robin Van Persie, if you're using him, I'm cooking you. A disrespectful Pine. Van der Sar might be the closest to getting a broken goalkeeper at the moment. Van Nistelrooy, absolutely not. Varane, can't see it. Patrick Vieira, even the 90, I'd still go rank 1. The way that he sits on the back line, the amount of time that he's already given, so many people have struggled to break him down or had him in the lineup where you said his graces and thank yous and praises, which brings up his new 94, who I would argue is even better than potentially the Ruud Gullit that's next to him. That's side by side. What a throwback duo we used to see in every competitive lineup. Two big bodies that had that power, that had that collaboration. Vidic, I've always loved him. Again, just needs a little bit of an upgrade. Maybe this will happen for us. Righty! Most def, good enough for the weekend. I sort of want him in rank 1. 5-star skills, big movements, big waves. Yashin, foot champs, Zico, needs a little bit of a helper to get him into that next notch up, but I'm not going away from rank 1. Van Basten, not a lot of rotational. Zambrata, would recommend. Big fan of this item. I wish that EA gave him better playstyles. Would go rank 1 out wide. Xabi Alonso has been a surprising player to use. He's been enjoyable. I don't know if he could lead your midfield presently, and for that reason, I'm putting him debatable. Zenedine, and it's really more or less around the 94. Not been his best year or his most influential, but remember, we had that free upgrade. You had the 90 to the 94. I'm putting them together. I'm categorizing them together. We'll still give them broken, and it could be that everyone has them, and that's impacting even the way that I'm seeing them. Zanetti, I'm just not in love. I'm sorry. Zola is so fast. I don't think I can get him into that next notch. I'm a little confused with Xavi, the greatest passer that we've got in the game. Every play style you could ask for, just 99s across the board. A bit of a specialist, but he's elite at being that specialist. We need a review and we need some separation. I've got him on the placement. Let's finalize together. We're trialing something new. I've added the category Diffie. The point being they deserve to be separated from the rest. R9 is going to fall into that, and even his baby version would likely be in that conversation, but let me continue. Take the new Henry, Patrick Vieira, Pele, Ronaldinho, even that Gareth Bale is just a weapon. Johan Cruyff, I'd still put Eusebio because he has no respect for me. Ruud Gullit will go up, and Mia Hamm's 94. I'm doing this quick fire. It does leave us a little bit more room. I could take Xavi up another placement with some level of respect. Gareth Bale, I'll do the same. Even Mia Hamm's 89 for me probably deserves better. The amount of minutes and time that we've gotten with Vieira, Bobby Charlton, I'm trying to do my best to be fair. This gets complicated. This gets complex. I might leave off there. If anything, you're going to blow it up in the comments and you're going to have strong opinions, and I'm happy to answer all of those. Let me know which icons we need to see in FC 26. because I'm working on that video. I'm using your comments. I might even shake it up as I use your comments. I have some sort of giveaway that entails. But I appreciate you. If you have not subscribed to everything, it is free to do so, and I have a lot more content coming out ASAP.